Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share an item that I made for a swap over on Creating the Crafty Life. We had a Words of Inspiration mini tag book swap, and I made a mini, and then I decided to make this little box to hold it, and my partner is Jacqueline, so I hope she likes what I've done. I went with kind of a nature woodland theme for the little book, the little quote book, and I just typed up on the computer, generated sayings and quotes that I have seen and thought fit well with the little mini. So the little box that I got here came from Michael's, and I just stained the wood, and then I used snippets of old doily up here for texture underneath all the pretty flowers. I've got some Prima flowers and some different pieces that I just pulled from my stash. And then this is a Recollections little frame, and I just kind of distressed it. The little picture of the deer came from the old design shop, and then I've used some beautiful old vintage lace around here and some hand-dyed seam binding that I ran through the beading part of it. So I really like how it came out, and I hope my partner likes it. So I'm going to take you inside and let you see the book. The inside of the box is lined on the bottom and the top, and then I put some trim around the edge. And it just holds the little tag book perfectly in here. So I'm going to move this, and it's a ring-bound tag book, and the tag portion are all cut from heavy chipboard that I have a steel ruled die, this old Sizzix one that cuts through the heavy chipboard. So I cut through the chipboard, and then I also cut fabric and a canvas piece, and I stitched the fabric and the canvas piece together, and I left room for a little pocket to pull out. So this has a pretty little picture, and it just slides back in here, tucks back in. And then this is either a freebie, this image that I have here, or something that I found on Pinterest. I'm not sure, I don't remember. These are some 49th and Market flowers, I believe, mostly used here, and I have Sing Your Beautiful Song with the two little birdies right there. So she said she likes meadowlarks, so I'm hoping that this is, when I typed in meadowlark, it brought this little bird up, but so I'm not sure, but it was sweet and vintage, and I liked it. So I'm going to take you through one side, and then I'll flip it over and show you the other side. So this is the little sweet squirrel or chipmunk sitting on a log here. It's very, very sweet. And it says, "Explore the wonders that surround you." And I've got some lace and some appliques, and it's on a fabric that's real pretty and leafy. And then the side pocket right here has some tag with some mushrooms on it. Okay. And this one says, "Embrace each season of your life," and it's got this gorgeous elk right here. And then the little tag pulls out from the bottom, and it has some trees. And then this one has some beautiful wildflowers right here, and it says, "Let the flowers in your heart bloom." Some gorgeous pieces of lace and some hand-dyed ribbon, and then it pulls out on the side here and has a sweet little swan. And I stitched muslin and lace over the top of that, and then stitched that to the canvas on this particular one. And then on the very back page it says, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail." And it's got a pretty leaf applique and some beautiful old laces here. And then it pulls out here and has another picture of a squirrel, I believe it is there. And I thought it was very appropriate because it has the little rabbit there on the path. So I thought that was a great saying for it. Okay, and then on the back it is a pocket that I created on here, and then I've got a loop pin and it says Wander, one of the Tim Holtz metal words. And then I just have all my swap information right there in the back. And then I'll take you through the other side of it. And I've got this pretty little deer, and it says Embrace the Quiet Moments. And then this picture of a fox, and it says Adopt the Pace of Nature, Her Secret is Patience. And I thought that was a nice saying. And a pretty little corner metal piece here. And then I've got a picture with some flowers with a little butterfly in it, and I found this pretty butterfly and then I layered it up with a little flower on top of it, and it just says Seek Beauty. And then this one says Let Nature Be Your Calming Breath, and it just has a sweet little girl with all these forest animals sitting at the bottom of this tree. She's feeding them, and I just thought that was sweet. So I really love how this came out. So I hope Jacqueline will love it too, and it was such a fun swap. And if we do some amazing swaps over on CCL, so you might want to come and check us out. That's Creating the Crafty Life, and we change the swaps out every month, and just a super nice group of ladies over there. So stick this back in here. And then I wanted to share with you a sweet pocket that I altered. I picked these little denim pockets up at our local craft store. They were pretty inexpensive, and I took the chain off of it, and of course I tea stained it and put some trim on here, and I've got some sweet little I think this was a freebie from Artie Mays, and I just shrunk it. And it says, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. And then I did a little pin here that says found. And I just layered up some different clusters and stitched and glued everything down. And then it holds some little images in here for her. And it opens at the top, or you can just unzip it. So I shrunk down some of the little images and just stuck them in here for her to have. And I thought that would be fun. And I also had been playing around. Gina over on Firefly Studio 67 did a fabric postcard tutorial, and I really liked it, so I stained some fabric up, tea stained it, and I stamped the stamp. I was finally able to find the stamp that she had used. I didn't have that. And I used a photograph, and I did some stitching and add a little flower and some hand-dyed trim. And then on the back of it, I used a Finnebar stamp, and then it says Beautiful Story. And I thought that would be something sweet. She's just getting started doing some junk journaling, and I thought, well, maybe she could add that to some of her embellishments for when she does it. And I trimmed this little glassine bag with some trim and a sweet little crocheted flower. So that's another thing I was kind of working on. So I just wanted to share all of that with you and say hope to see you soon again. Thanks for stopping by.